Home of the hip hop, yellow cap, gypsy cap, dollar cap, holla back. For foreigners, it ain't fair, they act like they forgot how to act. 8 million stories out there in the naked city. It's a pity half of y'all won't make it. Me, I got a plug special ed, I got it made. If Jesus paying LeBron, I'm paying Dwayne Wade. 3 dice CeeLo, 3 card Marley. Labor Day parade, rest in peace, Bob Marley. Statue of Liberty, long live the World Trade, long live the King, yo. I'm from the Empire State. That's to the bright light, baby. Make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York. Lights is blinding. Girls need blinders so they could step out of bounds quick. The sidelines is lined with casualties who sip the life casually, then gradually become worse. Don't fight the apple eve. Caught up in the in crowd. Now you're in style. And in the winter gets cold. In vogue with your skin out. City of sin. It's a pity on a whim. Good girls going bad. The city's filled with them. Mommy took a bus trip. Now she got a bust out. Everybody ride her just like a bus route. Hail Mary to the city. You're a virgin. And Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church in. Came here for school. Graduated to the highlight. Ball players, rap stars, addicted to the limelight. Empty in May, got you feeling like a champion. The city never sleeps, better slip you an ambient.
Just 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 yeah. I can hear it now. Yeah. 1 2 New York. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. New York. Yeah.
These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Yeah. Let's hear it for
Hey, welcome back to Visions Now, Supper Club. All views expressed for their educational and journalistic purposes, they're not the views of the management, advertisers, and staff of 92.1 FM. However, Visions does desire to bring a quality entertainment program which intellectually stimulates and culturally fulfills our community's needs to develop leadership and inform decision-making for our collective future. Welcome to the village. Often imitated, but never duplicated. I'm Dr. Jaylene Wood, your host and executive producer. Welcome.
See it on the.
Well, welcome. We just got to. Always we got a few technical. I guess maybe we got to get that what do you call it, the source, not the Zoom, but the other thing. StreamYard. Yeah, you got to get StreamYard going. But again, we hope that you're listening to Visions Now. Again, welcome to Well, the Supper Club, and no, because we smooth 92.1 FM now, but we still the flavor. We still got flavor. So we the flavor on 92.1 FM, the smooth 92.1 FM. We're Visions now, the Supper Club. We got the flavor. That's right. We still got the flavor. We still got the flavor. And our topic today is a community in chaos. Lord knows a community in chaos. And I said, what? But again, see, if you've been following and listening to us over the year, you know that you shouldn't be surprised. I told you shouldn't be surprised. And there people who think who can't surprise, you shouldn't be, because you got the blind leading the blind, and they put money into the wrong things with the wrong people. And now there's some people, I think some people kind of coming awake. I think Broadwater's waking up a little bit. No doubt about it. I think he catching on. And what we just said is that, hey, look, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy how people, how people tripping, for real. But we just want you to know that we love you. And, we love you, and we want you to make it do what it do. And that's what we want to do. Okay. Because, if we don't get this thing right, then our children are going to suffer. So that is all there is to it. By the way, in the coming weeks, you'll be able to find us on YouTube also. And it's on the Visions Now, the Supper Club on YouTube at 92.1 FM. And so you'll be hearing, you'll be able to get on the past show, and we're transitioning, but give us a call. Give us a call at 706-324-1420, 706-324-1420. Give us a call, and we'll love to hear from you. No doubt about it, because, you're the reason we do what we do. Okay. And we hope that everybody had a joyous holiday. We hope all the young people had a joyous spring break, and that they are able to come back and be refreshed. And of course, we're here with Brother Julian, and he's of course he's our roving street reporter as well as the engineer. And that's right. And we're trying to make sure that our young people out there at Columbus State University and around these streets, they have a voice, and place for them to raise those questions. And by the way, you have some questions that you want us to address. Just put it into our what you call it?
The comment section.
In the comment section. That's right. That's comment section. That's right. Put it in the comment section, and we'll love to hear from you, and just make it do what it do. And that's how we do it. And we are glad that you're with us today. And tell your friends. Come on, Dr. Who is on now, and we got a few changes going on here. Of course, Edgar Champagne to come on over to brought his smooth R&B to 92.1 FM, and it's the smooth R&B with flavor. We're renaming it, Julian. The smooth R&B with flavor, and we the flavor. See, Edgar got the smooth R&B, but we the flavor. We bring the flavor. Yes, sir. We bring the flavor on up in here. And we just appreciate you being with us and everything. And of course, we just hope that all is well with you and those you care about, those you love. We hope that that everybody's doing okay. The weather, I thought it was going to rain. It was raining out there for a while, and it was overcast.
Did a 180.
Then the sun came out. That's all praise due to the Most High. And by the way, blessed Ramadan. Ramadan Mubarak, and then we're going we're coming around third base.
Right.
Headed to home plate.
The home, that was thinking about it earlier, the home stretch.
Into the home stretch here. And it's been a powerful 30 days now. I ain't no joke about it. It's been a powerful 30 days. That's for sure. And so we just hope that that y'all, do make it do what it do and everything. And there are a couple of things that we're gonna put up here, and And Junior, whenever you're ready, one more, show them to you right here. That's one of them right there. Okay. But again, I want you to know, and again, we're going to talk about, as always, relationships. We got to do better. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share some of my comments. I've had some comments I've made recently. Well, recently, all the time. as I walk through these neighborhoods, in some neighborhoods, I mean, they show up, and I have to kind of deal with it a little bit. I can't just bypass it. I just try to bring something positive, have something positive to say. Really, that's really what it's all about for me. And so one of them, let me see if I can find one of those that I put on here. I think the most recent one that I put on. This is another one here. But I said this. Okay. My thing is this, and I wrote like this. I said, the focus too often for Easter and for holidays is that people miss the mission of Christ. Christ was a divine master and student from the mystery school of ancient wisdom. He wanted people to follow his example on how to honor the Father. Faith without deeds, problems. Too many talk Jesus. I was just looking at the city council meeting the other day, and they always have a pastor come up and do the prayer. But I'm trying to say, how did they do what they do after the prayer?
Yeah. In God's name.
Yeah. They get that prayer, and then they go up and do all this devil work. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. I mean, this, and people, oh my God. It's like, we just got to do the prayer. God got to have the prayer now. Then you say the prayer and you act a fool. Then you're up there trying to kill and destroy what's going on in our community and not providing other opportunities in our community. And the greedy ones up there, and we got the backbiters and the double crossers and all of that. And you got the traitors sitting up there representing, and people. Another thing about it, people. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. I guess we might be going to. Well, God, we're gonna go and play this right here, and then we'll come on back. It's short. We'll come on back. But I just want to finish this statement up, and it says that the problem is for those who reject Christ's ministry, they do not see who confess. They in other words, the people who profess to represent Christ ain't doing a good job. So therefore, the people who don't, they say.
They crazy.
Yeah. So if these are the people who represent Christ, then I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
Listen, brother. Okay, go on and see. Let's see what Mr. Farrakhan got to say.
You don't like that word control.
Talk to you sisters.
But you are out of control.
All the time. Too much.
And you're out of control because there's no regulation.
Right, you don't recognize no God.
There's no
you don't want to follow the order of God
that you're submitting to that brings you under divine control.
And you're not submitting to no guy.
A man
when you're doing right, you submit to God. You're not submitting to something wrong.
Control you, and I know you resent even the talk of that.
Oh, it hurt your feelings.
Remember when you got married? Will you honor, obey?
Oh Lord.
They just wrote that right out.
Right.
They obey that fool.
Right,
Let me tell you something, sister.
Right.
You don't like that word control, but you are out of control.
Out of control. And you know you're out of control.
Because
the only thing control you a little bit is some money. And what kind of, you'll never be a woman with money control you.
That you're submitting to.
You got to be you got to be able to honor the Godhead, okay? In order for you to be a woman, in order for me to be a man, I got to honor the Godhead too. I got a job to do. Okay? I got to bring my head into your womb so we can birth a new life. We're going to see what this lady got to say about it.
Is when you use sex as an object of control or punishment. For example, a man or a woman can say, because of this reason or that, I'm not going to engage in sexual activity today, as a form of punishment. In essence, that is manipulation, and manipulation does not have any part or any place in a healthy marriage. So please don't manipulate your partner. Sexual manipulation is when you use sex as an object of control or punishment. For example, a man or a woman can say, because of this reason or that, I'm not going to engage in sexual activity today, as a form of punishment. In essence, that is manipulation, and manipulation does not have any part or any place in a healthy marriage. So please don't manipulate your partner. Sexual manipulation is when you use sex as an object of control or punishment. For example, a man or a woman can say, because of this reason or that, I'm not going to engage in sexual activity today, as a form of punishment. In essence, that is manipulation, and manipulation.
Okay, now I want to hear from somebody out there. Are you guilty of using sex as a method of extortion? Are you a sexual extortioner, or you don't like something, so therefore you're going to withhold sex? Okay, have you done that? Give us a call. What do you think about that? Do you think that that's justified? Like the lady was saying, saying that that's not healthy. Okay, that's not healthy for you to break the bond or the commitment. But whatever that is, I mean, whatever that union that you all have, whatever that do you think that that's the way to do it? Okay, should you be a sexual extortionist? Okay, now, okay, hotline number 706-324-1420 is the is the number. You can give us a call, or you can put it in the comment. I mean, if you want to put it in the comment, you can put it in the comment too. But we're just saying is that, do you adhere, and then do you have a problem with being controlled by righteousness? Okay, do you have a problem being controlled by righteousness, or it don't matter? You don't want no control at all. Then that mean that you are outlaw, out divine law. You are divine law, and that means that you are not. That's not good. Now, if you're doing it and you didn't know no better, because we understand, many times we pick up things in the culture that don't make. Well, this culture is so toxic, you pick up a lot of things that are not good. But my point is that if you don't not able to rise above that toxicity, then you need some help. Give us a call. We'll talk to you here. We're here. No, we're not running. Don't dip and die. Don't be out there later on and get huffing and puffing. Call in. Give us a call. 706-324-1420. You got something to say. Don't be back. Don't be getting puffy and mad. No, my point is that let's talk about it. Okay? Because now I'm a man. If you're a woman, then we can have a reasonable discussion. Now, if you're a female, then there's probably going to be a little conflict, because you're not going to know how to have a reasonable discussion, you see. And we're going to go on, and we're going to go to our next video as well. So now we've dealt with a couple of things that we dealt with, sexual extortion that many times ladies use in their relationships. And then the first one, what was the first one about? Oh yeah, that was Ms. Farrakhan, right? Ms. Farrakhan was saying you don't like to be controlled, and that's why you're out of control, because you don't know how to control yourself. Exactly, and you don't want God to control you. So, and of course, what do you mean? God? Yeah, God sent people to help you. God worked through people. That's right. So right now, I'm trying to help you. I want you to be happy, but you'll never be happy out of control. How can a person be happy out of control? See? And your mind, and your mind is working against you, because your mind got you not listening to nobody. Somebody, I understand you not listening to something that's wrong, but you know when something is right, But many times when you get so controlled with toxicity, you hear what's right, but it makes you upset and angry. Yeah, come on now. So what at Columbus State University, Julian, before we go on the vote, I mean, do you hear any discussions like this? I mean, there's not a lot of relationship issues going on at Columbus State. It must have changed. Yeah.
If they do, it's private. I don't be too much hearing about it. But but I want it to be where we have these discussions because we got work to do as adults.
It's going on.
You're right. It's going on in private.
It's going down. It's going down now. It's going down. You can see it everywhere. I mean, just wow, people did.
Can't stay together. I was doing some work for one of my classes. It was talking about divorce and marriage rates. Black people have the lowest rates of staying together among all the other groups in America.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Why? Yeah. What's going on? Right. What's going on behind closed doors that we need to discuss?
First of all, I know you love your mama. I know you love your daddy. But I go back to the question, which is worse? A toxic mama or an absent daddy? And unfortunately for you ladies, that toxic mama is messing up the boys and the girls. Because if you got a toxic mama, you a boy, you messed up. You got a toxic mama, you a girl, you messed up. Okay? Now, the reason why the dad is absent is because he's trying to control the toxicity. And that's why the mama don't want him around. Okay, call in. We waiting on you. Call on in. Call on in. Yeah, you got a different point of view. Come on, call on in. We love to hear from you. Okay. Hotline number 706-324-1420. And of course, we're saying that we got another printing of this book here. And you'd like to get a copy. You got to put it in order because all the other ones are sold. All of the other ones are gone. And this program, this book really is there to help support our mentoring program, so that our future generation of males, at least they know how to do better picking, because that's part of the problem they got is that they are falling for the punani. You know what I'm saying? And the punani is not what it's about. See, but that's what today. That's what's being led with. That's the negotiation tool.
The selling point.
Yeah, that's the negotiation tool. You know what I'm saying? So it's wild. But what's the talk up there at the Columbus State of these days? By the way, I ain't got to I'm waiting for some of y'all to call in about the police chief. I got some things to say. I'm gonna hold it. I'm holding it out a little bit. But what's going on up there at Columbus State, Julian?
Well, in terms of, I'll be out the way, dog. But what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to create conversations. That's the thing. I want us to come together and it's a lot of what would be the right word? We're all doing our own things. It's a lot of people doing our own things. I would like to
a lot of slave activity going on.
The slave activity, yeah,
that's when you're doing your own thing.
No collective anything.
Yeah, that's
much of it.
That's all slave. Africans believe in cooperative things, collective stuff.
But what I'm trying to start initiatives, to get that started, as right. So talks about why can't and we host events from time to time, but it's not a concentrated 365 effort on trying to get our condition better. Why can't we stay together? Why is it that we have the highest rates of divorce? Right. Why is it that we have the lowest rates of education and poverty and stuff like that?
And we got to Julian, because we're not living the Kwanzaa 365 lifestyle, and that might be a forum right there. Why you don't want to live a Kwanzaa 365 lifestyle?
Yeah, right.
I want somebody to give me a call or put it in the comment section.
Yes, sir.
What is the problem that you got with a Kwanzaa 365 style? Because 85% or the 85% of the problems that we have can be solved by living a Kwanzaa 365 lifestyle.
I agree with that. Having been you showing me the principles, I'm with that.
I'm just trying to say, I mean, and again, it started off, it's like anything else. Most people out here listening to me right now don't even know what respect is. They don't. They know what they don't like. They know what they don't want, but they don't know how to be what they want. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes,
they don't know how to be respectful, but they know what they don't like it being disrespected, but they don't know how to be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, the hypocrisy.
We're losing that. We've lost our minds because. And this is another thing. Let me just say this. I'm gonna say this. I put it on the page the other day. Well, I better yet. We're gonna. Is it time for us to take a break yet?
I even take a break.
Okay, when we come back, we're gonna play this piece about spirituality, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that. And we're gonna talk a little bit. By the way, I'm not gonna say nothing about the city council and the police chief. Don't nobody right that they want to hear. They want to hear something about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. Then I mean, if y'all don't want to hear about it, y'all don't want to talk about it. Then okay, no problem with me. There's plenty of things to talk about. But I just say the one thing. Is that it's a sad. I guess what I'm just saying is this: it got to be horrible living in the mind of these people on the city council. I mean, they have to have an awful life to do the stuff that they doing.
It's a new kind of foolishness.
I mean, they are literally out of their tree. Oh, no, well, they need to go back up in the tree. They acting like they in the tree. Anyway. I tell you, oh my God. But again, we're going to take a break here. We're going to come back with more business now. The Supper Club on 92.1 FM, smooth R&B, and with business now and the flavor.
I am here to tell you that you can forget big box stores for building materials. Y'all just come on over to Harvey Lumber for any and everything you need from the most knowledgeable and friendliest folks in the business. But please be aware that if you're going to let Dale Castile wait on you, he's great, but he's got this special secret language he uses. For instance, several times I've been in the store going on and on about, well, if I can get this and that, and then I'll get little pieces of trim work, and then we can add, Dale will always stop me with, I promise you, a much better idea, but he'll always go something like, Bear, you ain't got to have all that. What you need is this little doohickey right here. That's what it was made for. Oh, and don't forget this little thingamabob. That'll fit right up under there, and that'll make the other one, that whole thingamajiggy, turn out just like a masterpiece. So, take it from me. You won't find better prices or better, friendlier service on your hardware needs like thingamajigs, doohickeys, dangly things, and whatchamacallits than Harvey Lumber, 800 15th Street, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5. Dangly things? I don't think I want them hanging in my house.
Attention business owners. Stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rent. Imagine owning your own building and saving thousands every year. Sound impossible? Not if you use General Steel. General Steel can help you save thousands by owning your own custom-designed building. Just call 888-74-STEEL. That's 888-74-STEEL to see how much money you can save with General Steel. Our buildings come with a 50-year warranty, and thousands of companies, from Fortune 500 corporations to startups, have trusted the General with their building needs.
If you need to expand or start a new business, you really need General Steel.
I'm very impressed with General Steel. Everyone's been extremely helpful. I'd recommend General Steel to anyone looking to build a steel building.
Stop wasting money on rent. Call 888-74-STEEL. That's 888-74-STEEL to find out about all our popular quick construction kits, including a 40 by 60 foot building or a 50 by 100 clear span building. Just call 888-747-8335 now. That's 888-74-STEEL.
Hey guys. Stop putting your love life on hold. U.S. Pharmacy has some exciting news. If you've been wanting to try Viagra or Cialis, now is the perfect time. Call and receive 90 little blue or little yellow pills for only $190 with free shipping. Why order some low-dose sildenafil from one of those subscription services when we can give you what you want now? Call 800-896-1696 and we'll rush your order discreetly packaged to your door. Been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? Call U.S. Pharmacy. 800-896-1696 for as little as only $119 for 90 pills. Need your package in a hurry? Call 800-896-1696 and ask about our express shipping option, and we'll rush your order to you as soon as possible. Save money on the little blue or yellow pill you've been wanting to try. Call U.S. Pharmacy right now. 800-896-1696. That's 800-896-1696.
We're in a war. And so I'm out here because this is part of fighting that war. You know, and been out here trying to fight all of my life, really. That's the only life a person really should have. If you're at a war, your whole life should be about the war. And so that's what I've been doing. And that's what I'm here. My cold beat me up now, but by the time I get here in the morning, I'm going to have to fix this. I'll fix this tonight. I know what to do.
Dr. James Small, one of the brothers of the movement over the years, one of my contemporaries. This is how we look at it. Those of us who've been, those who've been in the movement, they might be older than me, but this is about those of us who have been about that business.
Ain't it, Bunker? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shout out to Wise Intelligence. That track was called Another Chance. Yo, we up out of town.
Some beautiful music.
It's off the hook. You ain't gonna hear this on what Jay call mainstream, but this is mainstream. This is not just radio, it's TV. So y'all can go back, share this show, tell everybody about the Spirit Base Show, Instagram it out, tweet it out. We on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. Shout out to Jessica Abraham Hogan, who produces the show. She does all the graphics for the show. Man, and I gotta give a shout out to my host, Alberto, Sal, Christian Little, Hayes, DJ Hayes that's not in the building. They will be coming back Tuesday on the show. Listen, man, I want to thank Jason.
We put on any celebration that has to do with our consciousness, any changes that we can make. We have, at one time we had a program every day. Right now we got 4. We got West African drums and dance, the Mali drums. We put out 100 people on the floor. That's on Saturdays. You know, you guys are here on Wednesdays. Saturday program we have at the park. But we have African spiritual consciousness, African spiritual practices on Thursday, meditation and so forth. We're involved with different groups, Asir Aset, Dogon, serious study of ourselves. So, and we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We affect a lot of people.
But it's nice. I mean, LA is a nice spot. It has another whole rhythm. Sometimes it doesn't even seem like the U.S. when you come, you know, after you've been in the Midwest and you've been in the South. Come to LA, kind of like you move into another country. But it's a big city with a lot of people. And I'm just wondering what Black folks is doing out here right now. So y'all going to have to hit me so I can drop some of that tomorrow. This thing about liberating Black folks by any means necessary. When Malcolm made that statement, it confused a lot of Black folks because everybody reduced necessary, a word that meant the multiple and the multiplicity of things. We reduced it to the gun. Malcolm never said that. We reduced it to only one means. Malcolm never said that. Right after he made this statement, he said that he went into a definition of Black nationalism. And he said, Black nationalism means you must control the economic, politics, and culture of the communities where you live. Now, you can't talk about building a nation and you shopping at other people's stores that won't hire your son. I don't care if they look like you. You know, we got to get real, you know. And it's hard, I know the Warriors probably been working hard to kind of put that national identity on the people who call themselves African Americans. But what we have to work with, if we can't get them to grab the label, let's get them to grab the identity. You understand? Then we can get the label on. You understand what I'm saying? And that becomes very important because, see, if you don't know you are a people or how you are a people, you can't organize yourself as a people. And so everybody from everywhere come from all over the world, sit on our butt, piss in our face, and do worse to us in the name of some brotherhood that nobody practices but us. That's some deep stuff. And it hurts because I'm figuring at 69, even if I do the healthy thing like most of the family do, I only got a good 20 years to go. I got to worry about my grandkids and great-grandkids going through the same stuff. And so I'm at war. At the cemetery when I go into my recycling process, like you're going to do, like we've all done. But we're going to go into that a little bit. But I just wanted to get some stuff on this house so you can kind of know where I'm coming from. You know, when Malcolm X got assassinated, everybody ran. Today, everybody was saying, oh, I was his bodyguard. Bodyguard's supposed to have some bullets in there. I tell you, man, bodyguards, he got 19 bullets. I'd be ashamed to say that. you know, but there were people have surfaced, and there were a few people who were with Malcolm up until that moment, like Brother Earl Grant, who lives out here. Brother Earl was with him till that moment. There was a few others who have passed on. But most of these people, yada, 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 and they wasn't with them. Just like a lot of them yadding about Dr. King, they wasn't with them. You know, I did security for Dr. King. I'm kind of old. I worked with Kwame Ture, Rap Browns. We all worked together. I was security for Adam Powell. And when Malcolm got assassinated, everybody ran. At 21, I became the email of the boss. In those days, I was Haj Amin Shahid. So you learn a lot being with people, and God protected me well because I was the best kept secret. Let you know who the hell I am, and that's good. I had a chance to teach tens of thousands of young Black people in a number of universities across this country. I've actually been lecturing for over 50 years. That's a good time.
Every day, like when we were back 30, 40 years ago, trying to get Black studies in the school system, it wasn't the white folks that thought we were crazy. They knew what it meant. They were just trying to block us. It was the Black folks thought we was crazy. If we could only have convinced the Black folks that something, like Harriet said, something was wrong with them, we would have every school in our community teaching our history. So it was our own people who just couldn't see this thing. Why do you? And they always ask the question when we finally got Black studies on the campuses, and young people wanted to take that as a major. It was always the family asking, "What are you going to do with it?" Nobody ever asked the person who majored in Western civilization, "What are you going to do with it?" or European history, "What are you going to do with it?" But when you said you're going to major in African history, African American history, they want to know, "What are you going to do with it?"
Now we have to stop defining what our relationships are and what necessity has forced us into doing, and stop allowing the lesser being to do that to us. So we're going to talk today about liberating Blacks by any means necessary. So I'm going to use African American Blacks interchangeably. And because I'm invited out here by a bad Moorish brother, I'm going to add out into the Moorish later. So don't let me joke, I know where it comes from, I know where the label comes from. And Moors preceded African as an identity for our people. So they and them will give you that history at some time, but I just want them to know I'm on it, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about one of the things, African spirituality as the overgirding, as the arching thing, but liberating Blacks by any means necessary as the assignment. And let's pray this thing works, because I was fooling with it. Y'all saw me fooling with it a while ago. Oh man, that's the Black family. You know, I don't know who they are. I took them off the computer, but they're symbolic enough. The history of white America, the history of white Europe have been about destroying what you see out there, destroying the Black family. If you go back as far as you can go in history, they're cutting out our testicles. They're raping our women. They're killing off the men. Even go back to the Bible. No disrespect to the Hebrew Israelites, but coming out in the book of Exodus, you'll say, kill all the women that have been with men and take the virgins unto yourself as wives. And so genocide against the Black family has always been the order of the day. And you gotta understand that when these things we read in these books, let's read well. Read well. There's hardly a book written where there isn't something worth using for your betterment. But be careful to leave the things that is of no use to you right where you find them. And take those things that will be good for you and carry yourself forward.
Okay, and I guess that's part of it. Is many times is that we are such sheep, and we are so busy following. You know, we're just not doing our part, and many times, you know, can't nobody. And this is my main thing. It's unfair. You know, just like with the police chief thing, right? My thing is that the mayor is representing his constituency. Judy Thomas, she represents her constituency. Glenn Davis represents his constituency. Miss Crabb is representing her constituency. Garrett is representing his constituency. But then let's look at the other side. who is Bruce Huff representing? Who is Pop Barnes representing? And who is Toya Tucker representing? It's not her constituency. It's not the interest of her constituency. So therefore, when it comes to those issues, they are doing a disservice because they don't even know what to do. And then think about it, those of us who do have some expertise, they don't want to listen to us because that means that maybe they might lose their job. But their job is they're not doing their job. That's the problem. If you were doing your job, then the south side, the east side would look as good as the north side. Okay? In the west side, which is downtown. Okay? So therefore, my thing is this, very simple. There should be a recall campaign initiated by the politicians, if they really get it, if they really understand, to recall those 3 people. And again, let me say this. I like them all individually, but as the folks you say, I like them, but I don't like their ways. I like them, but I don't like their decisions. It's nothing personal. But this is hurting our community when you make bad decisions, when you're a puppet, when you're a assimilationist. Okay? So that, and I watch you all the bombacity that they speak on when they speak about other people's stuff. But when it comes to their own community, you can't hear them. You can't hear them. They're like church mouse. Church Mises. It is a church Mises. It's like that when it comes to speaking for what we sent you there for. Okay, so it's just what you can say, Julie.
I mean, just representing the young generation, I agree with that because I mean, we're having to deal with the lack of having it's uncomfortable if you're not trained properly to talk about certain things for the Black community. But we're on my generation is on the receiving end of that, so we're gonna need to make some shape for ourselves in our future as well.
Exactly. Have you ever heard the Peter Principle before?
No, sir.
Okay, the Peter Principle is a principle that says that many times people get placed in positions above their ability to perform. You know what I'm saying? In other words, you can perform at this level here, but then you get a position at a higher level. So you're at the Peter Principle now. In other words, you can't function because you don't know what to do.
Yes, sir.
See what I'm saying? You can't. But again, they don't know how to fulfill their position, but they don't want to leave it because they want to get that little check. See what I'm saying? They want to. Their own self-esteem. See, that's another thing about it. Let me say this: you should never elect a politician who has a self-esteem problem. What do you think I mean by that?
You said never elect a politician
that has a self-esteem problem.
Self-esteem problem.
Right, and a self-concept too. As we start with self-esteem.
It's a lot. It's very self-esteem. I like the self-concept part of that. Whoever they identify with is whoever the people they're gonna look to serve.
Right. And if you go there with a low self-esteem, you're looking to find an identity. See what I'm saying? Right. See, they think their identity is almost that's a popularity contest.
Exactly.
That don't mean you got no expertise. Yesterday, okay, you couldn't fix cars. Now you don't sit the council. Now you're an expert on fixing cars. It don't work like that. You couldn't fix your own life yesterday, but today you responsible for a lot of people's lives, but you expert on that now.
You got to learn how to fix one life.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? Well, see, but again, I can't fault them. I have to fault the people that voted for them and elected for them. And there's some people. That's true. There's a Wizard of Oz this right here. I'm gonna call some names about that. I know who you are, Wizard of Oz is. Okay, there's some people behind the scenes, see, pulling strings. Okay, and they should be ashamed of themselves. They made money off of the African American, the American African experience in many ways, but they're the main ones blocking the progress for anybody else. See, that's a problem. And the other thing I can't understand is that how they jump? Okay, they waited all these years as soon as Chief Blackman get to be the police chief, they jump him. Now, we've been talking about this problem for 20 years. But all of a sudden now, and not only that, but we've been having a crime prevention board for 10, 15 years now. And I'm trying to say, they ain't done. Can you show me one thing that they spent millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, and you cannot show me one success? But they go to the police chief, asking him, give him a plan. Ask Seth Brown to give you a plan. He been in there alone, the police chief. What has he done for crime prevention? See, don't get me started.
Again.
Maybe
go to break for a second?
Yeah, let's go to break. Let me go to break. Give me a glass of water. Let me give me a drink of water. Yo, this thing is crazy. And then there's some
slick.
And there's some collaborators behind the scene. This is the same person talking about they love black business. How you love black business? You don't even stand up for black people. Oh,
that's a good question.
We'll come back.
We'll get on
that when we come back. If you listen to Visions now, the Summer Club on 92.1 FM, the smooth R&B, and with Visions now, the flavor.
It's the annual Ashley Days event at Gorey's Furniture Express, the one place in the world where you can find the best selection of Ashley Signature, and Benchcraft furniture all in one place with up to 40% off select items. Shop the annual Ashley Days event all month long at Gorey's Furniture Express, Alabama Highway 169 in Opelika.
Gorey's Furniture Express, your express way to savings.
Ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now to learn more.
800-649-0142. 800-649-0142. 800-649-0142. That's 800-649-0142.
As interest rates rise, Rivertown Ford is fighting back. Buy a newer pre-owned vehicle now, and we'll match y'all's old rate or find you a better one. Y'all get 0% financing on select new Ford models. 2023 F-150s, Explorers, Mustangs, and Edges. Buy today new 2022 F-150s with up to $10,000 off, plus 0% financing or 2.9% financing for 72 months. Or new 2023 Explorers or Edges, up to $5,000 off, plus 0% financing. Plus, you always get our lowest price guaranteed. We'll meet or beat any price, or you get $3,000. Don't pay high interest rates. We'll match your old rate or find you a better one. Shop where we take y'all's interest seriously. Rivertown Ford, where y'all get more. The area's top volume Ford dealer and Chattahoochee's place to save. Offer contingent on credit status of buyer plus tax, tag, title, Georgia lemon loss. Includes $6.99 dealer fee, 0% for 36 months with approved credit. See dealer for details. Expires 5/1/23.
At Rivertown, all the mall that has it all.
I said my observation is that every animal has what? A natural enemy. I'm going to call your attention to a book that you have to read. Have to read, brothers and sisters. The book that I'm about to tell you is a classic, written 500 years before Christ. This book is so important in Western civilization that many major corporations make it required reading for top management. Probably all of you got the book already. I shouldn't even mention it, but I guess I'll mention it. It's called The Art of War by Sun Tzu, S-U-N-T-Z-U. You must read the book.
How
many of you have it? Raise your hand.
We have it at the
Good.
bookstore.
How many don't have it?
You can. We'll order a copy for you as well.
How many going to get it?
Euphoria Books and Wellness, 706-221.
Two things he said in this book I want you to think about. Number one, he said, if a man knows himself, but he doesn't know his enemy, he will be successful 50% of the time. And he will fail 50% of the time. And if a man doesn't know himself and he doesn't know his enemy, he will always fail.
He always fail. And I think that
and if a man knows himself and knows his enemy, he will be successful.
We losing ground.
Number two, and this is really
got people in our community
really
selling us stuff, and they disrespect us, and then you keep going back to your money.
Keep it there for a second, okay? Would you remind me that I have it here? Okay, I'm asking you a couple of questions. Question number one, how many of you in this audience believe in Allah, the supreme being, or God? Raise your hand. Very good, very good. How many of you believe in his prophets? Raise your hand. Good. How many of you believe in the scriptures that the prophets brought? Raise your hand. Good. How many of you believe in angels, life after death? Good. How many of you believe in the devil? Again, how many believe in the devil? Raise your hand. Okay, good. Put your hand down. Let me give you some news. You don't believe in the devil. You acknowledge the existence of the devil, and there's a major difference. You never find in Quran or Hadith, amantu bi shaitan, right? You don't believe in the shaitan. He's real. He exists. Yeah, he is. But belief is not just mere acknowledgement. You don't just acknowledge the existence of Allah. Believe in him. You have faith in him. You trust him. You depend upon him.
That's when you know. You don't believe, you know.
More about that at another time, but it's really a deep statement. Now, question. Listen to what Allah says in the Quran. Inna shaytana lakum aduun fattaqiduhu aduwa. The devil is your enemy. So take him as an enemy. The devil is real. The Christians teach it. It's in the Bible. It's in the Torah. Moses taught it. It's in the Injil, the gospel. Jesus taught it. All the prophets talked about this creature called Shaitan. He's the enemy of man. The white man is not the enemy of man necessarily. No, stop it. No, stop it. I'm saying necessarily. There's some white people are enemies of man, but there's some black people enemies of man.
That's right.
There's some men that are enemies to man, and there are women.
Right.
A few.
Well, not women, females.
That might almost be an enemy to man.
Not men, but males.
Now, Allah mentioned in Quran that this enemy called Shaitan, he sees us from where we can't see him. Now I'm going to ask you a critical theological question. It's strictly theological, as a Jew, as a Christian, as a Muslim. Can the Shaitan, can the devil kill you? Physically. Can't do it. You know why? It's against the rules of engagement. He can da'utuka. He can invite you. He can influence you. He can try to trick you, but he can't kill you. He can't physically hurt you.
He can get you the key.
So the weapon of the devil, Shaitan, is not his hands, but is his voice.
Right.
His whisper.
That's right.
His deception. Now, what's over here? Number two, Sun Tzu said, the greatest achievement in war, listen carefully, is to be able to defeat your enemy without shedding a drop of blood.
That's right. That's right. It's a
Defeat
spiritual war.
your enemy without shedding a drop of blood. Now let's put all this together. The sleep, the sheep, television, rocking people to sleep, the masses of the people sleep.
Okay. And unfortunately, there are too many of us sleep. You know, I mean, and this is a condition of culture. This culture is a condition of this society. You know, and nobody has no cornerstone on it. See, there are good people of all ethnicities. There are bad people of all ethnicities. There are mean people of all ethnicities. There are depressed people of all ethnicities, and there are people of all ethnicities that are generally trying to pursue the truth. But at the end of the day, the thing about it is that many times people do not understand who they are. So therefore, your worst enemy at the end of the day is yourself. And that's what we're saying. You are your worst enemy. Like right now, who's making us spend all that money in these businesses, in these stores where people disrespect us and don't care about us at all? Who doesn't it? At the same time, many of us are not working for ourselves. There's somebody, giving us a job. They're giving us more than we're giving ourselves. So therefore, that's a blessing. You see? So therefore, we have to get real about how this thing goes when we talk about dealing with these issues. So hotline number again is 706-324-1420 if you choose to jump into the pool. If not, hit us up on YouTube and get again what that YouTube channel is.
YouTube is going to be 92.1 FM, Supper Club, Visions Now.
Right. Or either the other way around. Visions Now, the Supper Club, 92.1 FM. That's right. So so there's no doubt about it. We know we're here to really try to stimulate your thinking, try to stimulate your thinking a little bit. And now the other thing about it, there's been some killings over here the last week or so. Right? So were you heard anybody talking about it, or it just got so common that people don't even talk about the shootings no more?
A little bit of both of them. I just hear them like, oh, another one happened, but I haven't heard about any shooting this past week.
Yeah, well, I guess it was this past week. There were a couple of shootings, from what I understand. But I can't keep up with them. They happening too fast. No doubt. Now, another little beef that I want to talk about. We're gonna ferret this out in future days, but I'm concerned about our children being dumbed down in these schools with tablets, and they're not getting books. Children should be able to have books that they can take home and study. I've never been coming with the idea, I did my homework at school, so I'm at home now. I don't have nothing. That wasn't the way it was with us. We did work at school, and then we took our books home, and we had homework to do it also, because they knew that we needed to double up and do that kind of work. And then, of course, as a young man asked me, they said, why don't we learn something in school about how to fix our lives, how to fix our communities? I mean, why do we don't learn nothing? Because what they learn in school is how to have a job, not how to fix your life. So that's why there are a lot of people with jobs, but their life is jacked up. Because, again, they're used to, you're not, okay, you went to Jerry?
No, so I went to Hardaway.
Hardaway, okay. Well, I guess my point is about vocations.
Oh, your skill.
There used to be a time when you could learn a little shop, a little homemaking, and that. Do they have that now?
I do remember. When I was in the 9th grade, we had home ec, and in the 10th grade they got rid of it. Okay. So that was about the closest thing to skills. I think they had like little things where you could get like certificates and things like construction. But I don't know if that was something that was doing long term.
And what let me say, what about why did they take cursive out of school? I mean, what was the theory behind that?
I don't know actually. It's wild because all of this happened, you know, during my time in school. But I just remember, like, you know, just okay, we don't got to do cursing no more. I guess it's something else, and it was a lot of different things. But I don't remember exactly the reason for the cursing.
Does anyone out there know? Can someone out there tell me why they don't teach cursing? Why they don't teach children how to write anymore? And then another thing about do they still teach students how to learn the timetables? Because they got so many calculators. So I'm not sure they spend time learning the timetable. I remember we started learning the timetables.
Well, last time I did a timetable, maybe probably the fourth grade, if I remember. My memory serves me correctly.
I mean, that mean like do they? I mean, so you're a math major. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, what's I mean, and I don't know whether you're gonna do math education or not. But it might not be a bad idea to get a few education classes. But
absolutely.
I mean, but I guess what's the deal on that?
Well, I do. Well, again, the last time I remember doing timetables was, you know, in the fourth grade. But I do. I mean, what I can say was already by the fourth grade, I wasn't interested. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this and get this out of the way. It wasn't about actually, you know, learning the skill of mental computation. It wasn't about that. You know, it was just about, okay, we gotta job, you know,
right,
you know, fourth grade, you know, I gotta know this, so you know, I know, so when I'm at work or when I'm out, you know, I know how to do this stuff.
Well, you know, I remember growing up when there was cash register, you had to know how to count money. They didn't tell you how much change you go get back and nothing like that. See, like these days now, it's like, okay, you want to talk about what kind of change you get back, you know.
You know, actually, there's gonna be something to talk about in the next show. You know.
Right. I guess I'm gonna just read one little excerpt, see if I can find it here. That in my book, in the foreword I talked about, I said Dr. John Henry Clark, which is from Columbus, was a personal friend and mentor in Columbus, Georgia. His only public presentation were during 3 of our Kwanzaa programs. He was our initial speaker and was my guest on several of my radio shows. In addition to him was his childhood friend, Brother Roscoe Chester. We would often meet annually during his family visits for the holidays. I was blessed and honored to speak at his transition service in Columbus, Georgia, along with host dignitaries, Dr. Leonard Jeffries and Dr. Clark's wife, Mama Clark. And that's just a little, there's just a little something there. We want to say again, thanks for being with us. And again, I'd like to welcome all these new stable mates, Edgar Champagne and the R&B, smooth R&B vibe. And I've been enjoying listening to it as well. And so we hope that y'all continue to ride with us. And again, you know, this is your program, so you just find the issues. You know, we'll do a commentary on it, at least let you know what we can find out. Anything last words, Julian?
365, we working.
Kwanzaa 365, no doubt about it. All right. As always, want to say people without knowledge will perish. I mean, people without knowledge will suffer. And we suffering, but the people without vision will perish. Good night.